Dadagiri, Dangal and death. Over the next 20 minutes, you will see how appropriate and accurate the title of our coverage is. Skeletons are tumbling one after the other out of Olympian wrestler Sushil Kumar's closet. He's under investigation for murder, and his links with criminal gangs, organized crime syndicates, are being alleged and pointed to with each passing hour. Sources say Sushil Kumar, two-time Olympic medal winner, has long-time ties with criminal gangs in Delhi and Haryana. A 2018 picture, the one you see on your screen, of Sushil Kumar with the brother of dreaded gangster Kala Jatedi has also surfaced now on social media. India Today has learnt that a few months ago, Sushil Kumar had travelled to Sonipat in Haryana to help Jatedi's brother Pradeep in a police case. The wrestler later allegedly fell out with Jatedi and became a close friend of a rival gangster, Neeraj Bhavana. In the Sagar Rana murder case, Sagar Rana is the young wrestler who was beaten to death. Sources in the crime branch say that statements of 8 witnesses have been recorded and they have all testified against Sushil Kumar. Let me repeat that. 8 eyewitnesses have testified against the Olympian champion. Sushil Kumar, along with 4 arrested associates with gang links, may be taken to Delhi's Chhatrasal Stadium again, where young Sagar Rana was killed early in May. Sushil Kumar faces charges of murder, culpable homicide, abduction and criminal conspiracy. Now let's show you what the cast of characters looks like. It's a little confusing, and that's why me and my team, we've simplified it for you so you can tell who is who in this ever-increasing cast of characters, many of them criminal elements. So we simplify for you the wrestler criminal nexus that has come to the fore with the Sagar Dhankar murder case. We have Sushil Kumar right in the center of it all. He's the wrestler, 2-time Olympic medal winner, the prime accused right now. He's behind bars. He was arrested 19 days after the crime. There are 2 main characters, 2 notorious gangsters also here. One is Kala Jatedi, who I just mentioned. That's a picture of him there. The gangster who settled abroad, probably in Dubai, and operating his gang from there in the Delhi NCR region and the neighboring states. Some years ago, Sushil Kumar was close to Kala Jatedi, like I said, but then had a fallout. Then we have Neeraj Bhavana, the rival of Kala Jatedi, also a notorious gangster, currently in Tihar jail in Delhi, but operating his gang from inside the jail. Sushil took Neeraj Bhavana's help to apparently intimidate Sagar Dhankar, the young wrestler who was murdered. This is what the police say. Now, Sagar Dhankar himself was a part of the Jatedi criminal gang. That's how deep this goes. And another person whose name has surfaced is Sonu Mahal. He is Kala Jatedi's nephew. He was one of the persons injured in the same clash in which Sagar Rana was killed. Sagar Rana, Sagar Dhankar, same guy. It's a full name. Sources say that Sonu Mahal is the man who runs Kala Jatedi's gang on the ground. So just to reiterate, Sonu Mahal, part of the Jatedi gang, was also one of the people injured there. So Sagar Rana, also part of the Jatedi gang, he was the young wrestler who was killed. Now, all of these developments have basically pointed to the possibility of some kind of a gang war that could be looming in Delhi or is already happening. Is Delhi sitting on a powder keg? Are we going to see a full-fledged gang war in the capital as these 2 powerful gangsters, Kala Jatedi and Neeraj Bhavana, are at odds with each other and escalating the tensions with each other's gangs? How deep is the nexus? How did it reach here? India Today's Shams Tahir Khan, Tanseem Haider and Arvind Ojha bring you this detailed, chilling report and what Sushil Kumar has done to figure in it.
Olympian Sushil Kumar is now in Delhi police custody, but there is a bigger threat outside. The one man Sushil is scared of is gangster Kala Jatedi, who is currently abroad. Delhi police too knows that Jatedi spells danger for the murder-accused wrestler, so it has scaled up Sushil's security. But why is Sushil Kumar scared of Kala Jatedi? What is Kala Jathedi's link to the killing of Sagar Dhankar? How is Kala Jathedi related to Sagar Dhankar? If Delhi police sources are to be believed, then Sagar's murder is actually the result of a big Delhi gang war. It all started almost a decade ago, when Sushil Kumar first came into contact with some of Delhi's gangsters. Kala Jathedi was one of them. Kala was a resident of Gurugram's Jathedi village. He started dabbling in illegal activities and allegedly even plotted a dozen murders. After coming in contact with Kala Jathedi, Sushil Kumar started working as a land shark for him. Kala used to take Sushil's help for land grab and illegal evacuations. For this, Sushil was paid handsomely, and the wrestler gained notoriety among the who's who of the capital's underbelly. That's how Sushil came into contact with other gangsters and began to be known as Sushil Pehelwan. Soon after, Sushil thrived as land mafia. It is alleged that Sushil Kumar, along with his gangster companions, took possession of a disputed flat in Delhi's model town. The flat was in his wife's name. A few of Sushil's close friends started living there. Sagar Dhankar was one of them. In fact, Sushil Kumar relied on Sagar Dhankar a lot. Sushil was also impressed by Dhankar's wrestling talent, which is why, after leaving Chhatrasal Stadium, he allowed Sagar to live in his model town flat. During this time, Sagar Dhankar too got pulled away from the world of wrestling, only to be sucked into the world of the mafia. During Sushil Kumar also came in contact with another infamous gangster from Delhi, Neeraj Bawana. Bawana is currently behind the bars in Tihar jail. Neeraj Bawana and Kala Jathedi are arch rivals. The two gangs often clashed with one another. Neeraj Bawana got to know of Sushil's proximity with Kala Jathedi. Meanwhile, Sagar Dhankar was also becoming close to Kala Jathedi and his henchmen. But he was the closest to Sonu Mahal, the right-hand man of Kala Jathedi. Sonu has several murder cases against him. In fact, he once opened fire in police custody to free one of his companions. Angry at Sushil's close association with Neeraj Bawana, Kala Jathedi wanted to teach Sushil a lesson. Jathedi had full knowledge of the model town flat that Sushil had once occupied. He knew that Sagar Dhankar had been living in the same flat. Kala Jathedi started sending Sonu Mahal and some of his friends to that flat. When Sushil came to know about Sonu's visits, he asked Sagar to vacate the flat. But Sagar and Sonu refused, citing Jathedi's support. And that's where the gang war began. Sushil Kumar contacted another gang to teach Sagar and Sonu a lesson. Now it was a direct fight between the wrestler and Kala Jathedi. Whatever happened on the night of May 4th and 5th, it was the beginning of this gang war. Sushil beat Sagar and Sonu with the help of Neeraj Bawana's goons. The motive was clear: to send a message to Kala Jathedi that Sushil should not be underestimated. However, according to sources, when Sagar died on the morning of May 5th, Sushil called Kala Jathedi and also apologized. But Kala Jathedi was furious and threatened Sushil with dire consequences. After the death of Sagar Dhankar, police fears an all-out gang war between Kala Jathedi and Neeraj Bawana. According to Delhi police sources, they have strong evidence that a gang war is the motive for Sagar Dhankar's murder. Not only this, they also have proof of Sushil Kumar's nexus with different gangsters of Delhi. With Shams Tahir Khan, Arvind Ocha and Himanshu Mishra. Bureau Report, India Today.
So it's becoming more and more evident basically that this was not about flat rent. How could that be the reason for someone being bludgeoned to death in this manner? But the possibility of a gang war between the Kara Jathedi gang, where Kara Jathedi is based in Dubai and operates from there, and Neeraj Bhavana is inside Tihar jail and operates from inside. But that's the dynamics of how criminal syndicates operate everywhere in the world and certainly here in the national capital. But trouble is growing for Sushil Kumar, who is alleged to have some of these links with these gangsters. He had never imagined that he will have a fall like this. India Today's Himanshu Mishra and Tanseem Haider, who've been reporting on this story ever since the crime happened in the Chhatrasal Stadium early in May, have scooped the details of the interrogation of Sushil Kumar in the police custody. Take a look.
In his days of glory, Olympic champion wrestler Sushil Kumar would be flooded with greetings and presents on his birthday. But he would have never imagined that he would be spending his 38th birthday inside jail, facing intense grilling by the Delhi police for murder. Alleged nexus with gangs and criminals may have ruined it for this star wrestler. Now in police custody for allegedly murdering budding wrestler Sagar Rana Dhankar, Sushil and his accomplice Ajay are being subjected to a barrage of questions. Sources have told India Today that the wrestler is not cooperating with Delhi police, maintaining that he did not kill his junior Sagar, but just wanted to scare him off a fight amid wrestlers. But Sushil found himself pinned down on the mat when the Delhi police confronted him with a video of him thrashing Sagar with a hockey stick. In that video, the hapless victim is seen lying on the floor in a pool of blood. Sushil is seen standing there, armed with a hockey stick. Apart from Sushil and Ajay, cops have also arrested 4 of their associates, all members of the dreaded Neeraj Bhavana and rival Kala Jathedi gangs. Faced with evasive moves from Sushil on presence of criminals during the murder, cops may go for joint grilling of the accused. Cops have also obtained custody of jail gangsters Lawrence Bishnoi and Sampath Nehra. Bishnoi, a Kala Jathedi henchman, had earlier placed a contract to kill Bollywood star Salman Khan. Cops are also probing Sushil's possible contacts who helped him while he was on the run. Sources have told India Today that the Olympian may be taken to Haridwar, where he's believed to have been hiding after the murder. With Himanshu Mishra and Tanseem Haider, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, I'm sure all of our viewers here on India Today have been tracking this big crime story very, very closely. If you haven't, I strongly suggest you sink your teeth into this story. It is hugely, hugely interesting. And just look at the developments that we're reporting right now. It's scary stuff. So you want to keep track of this story. Here are the big questions we're asking, which nobody else is asking. You know, most people are reporting the story, but nobody's really asking the questions. Take a look at what we're asking here on India Today. Why should an Olympian be associated with gangsters? He's an Olympian. He's making a living as a sports person. He's famous, he's a celebrity, he's on TV. Why does he need to associate with gangsters? Question number 2, is it even believable that flat rent could be reason for such a crime? Well, we've already answered that question for you in that previous report. What was the real motive in that case behind Sagar Rana Dhankar's murder at the Chhatrasal Stadium? Why was he murdered in this manner? Was it a gang war situation like we've speculated? Why did the accused shoot a video of Sagar's beating? There is this video that's doing the rounds, which the police apparently have. We don't have it yet. Of course, you'll see it as soon as we get it. But this video apparently recorded the crime itself. Where is this video and what's on it? Who was protecting Sushil as he evaded the police from one city after another? Delhi, Haridwar, Chandigarh, Bahadurgarh, other places. Who was protecting Sushil as he evaded the Delhi police for 19 full days? And how deep, if anything, was Sushil's links with the mafia elements? Do they actually exist, and how deep do they go? And does the Sagar murder foretell a big Delhi gang war? India Today's Himanshu Mishra, one of the reporters covering this story more deeply than anyone else, is with me live. Himanshu, ये interrogation में दिल्ली पुलिस का कहना है कि कोऑपरेशन नहीं हो रहा है सुशील की तरफ से। क्या अपडेट है इन्वेस्टिगेशन में अभी तक, हिमांशु?
देखिए, ये दिल्ली पुलिस को शुरू से ही दिक्कत हो रही है। उनका कहना है कि कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहे हैं और जो सवाल है उनके सीधे सीधे जवाब देंगे। दरअसल पुलिस 4 और 5 की रात छत्रसाल स्टेडियम में क्या हुआ ये तो जानना चाहती है, लेकिन इसके साथ साथ ये जानना चाहती है कि आखिर इसके पीछे का सही मोटिव क्या था। क्योंकि 2 महीने की रेंट की जो बात है वो किसी के गले नहीं उतर रही कि सिर्फ 2 महीने के रेंट के लिए कोई इस तरीके से अपने 3-4 गाड़ियों में सभी लोग बैठ के आएंगे। उनके पास हथियार होंगे, बांस के डंडे होंगे, क्योंकि बांस के डंडे भी वहां से मौके से मिले थे। तो इस तरीके से कोई तैयार होकर आएगा, ये बात पुलिस के गले नहीं उतर रही। और यही वजह है कि पुलिस अब मनोचिकित्सकों की मदद ले रही, जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं उनकी मदद ले रही है, उनसे बातचीत करवा रही, इंटरोगेशन में उनको बिठा रही है, ताकि क्रैक किया जा सके, समझा जा सके कि आखिर सुशील ऐसी क्या चीज है जो छिपाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, और वही चीज निकालने की पुलिस कोशिश कर रही है। एक तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन इधर चल रही है, साथ साथ पुलिस जो लोग वहां पर मौजूद थे उनकी पुलिस ने टेक्निकल एविडेंसेस के आधार पर एक लिस्ट बनाई है, और जो उस आधार पर उन सभी के अब स्टेटमेंट पुलिस रिकॉर्ड कर रही है। उन स्टेटमेंट के आधार पे सुशील से आगे क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं। दूसरी चीज, जब सुशील 4-5 मई की रात फरार हुआ तो 19 दिनों के बाद सुशील पकड़े गए थे। तो आखिर इन 19 दिनों में सुशील ने कई लोगों से संपर्क किया, जो इंटरनेट कॉलिंग के थ्रू किया। तो वो जो लोगों से संपर्क किया, जो बातचीत हुई, तो वो क्या बातचीत हुई थी, इसको आधार बना के पुलिस आगे की तरफ बढ़ रही है। शिव,
Himanshu, thank you very much for getting us that comprehensive update. Not much cooperation coming from Sushil Kumar's side. He has a right to defend himself. There will be a legal procedure, but the Delhi police says that he is not cooperating. There is visual evidence of Sushil and his men beating Sagar to death. Sushil was present there. He's been charged with that murder, but he's not guilty just yet. That only a court can pronounce. But the video is with the people who committed the crime. We've tried to visualize the crime scene because the police say that video exists. We've put together some illustrations so you can visualize what we probably think is in that video. First, Sushil and his aides allegedly abduct Sagar Dhankar. Then Sushil takes Sagar to the Chhatrasal Stadium in Delhi. All of this is in the realm of allegation and part of what the Delhi police has said. Next, Sushil and his aides beat up Sagar Dhankar at the Chhatrasal Stadium. Then Sushil and his aides fired in the air with weapons to scare Sagar Dhankar. It was then that the police reached the stadium. This is all May the 4th. But Sushil had managed to flee from the spot by that time. And the injured were taken to... The day when India's most celebrated Olympic hero turned a villain, tarnishing his famous legacy forever. The police probing Sushil Kumar say on that fateful night, he and his henchmen kidnapped a junior wrestler named Sagar Dhankar along with 3 of his friends. The group was picked up from a flat in Delhi's model town. Sagar, a fan of Sushil himself and a junior national champion, was allegedly abducted at gunpoint. He was taken to the nearby Chhatrasal Stadium, a renowned wrestling venue. His crime? Not paying 2 months' rent for a flat he stayed in. The flat is owned by Sushil's wife, and Sagar had not paid off despite repeated pressure from Sushil Kumar. Sushil and his aides then started brutally beating Sagar and his friends. The police say Sushil and his henchmen also opened fire to scare the victims. The police say that dreaded gangsters from Lawrence Bishnoi and Kala Jatedi gangs were present at the spot during the murderous assault. Sushil Kumar fled when the police reached the spot after a call from one of the victims. But one of Sushil's aides was arrested while hiding in a vehicle parked outside the Chhatrasal Stadium. This led the police to suspect Sushil's role in the crime. Sagar was hospitalized in grievous condition. He succumbed to his injuries later. His death in the battering by Sushil has ensured the glory of the Olympic winner is tainted now beyond repair. With Arvind Ojha in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today. Now, the layers around this wrestler-gangster nexus are coming off one by one with each passing day. We showed you how wrestlers are linked to these gangsters. There is, however, much more to it. The wrestlers are also acting as bouncers and are being used by people to settle personal scores. So if you're curious about why wrestlers even get involved with these gangsters, it's because they're so strong, they've got menacing personalities, they're hired by these gangs to settle scores, to recover debts for enforcement, grabbing property, that kind of thing. Tanseem Haider explains it very clearly in this report.
They are around celebrities. They stand guard at pubs, bars, malls and toll plazas. Big and bulky bouncers are mostly outsourced employees. Gangster Kala Jathedi, whose rivalry with Sushil Kumar led to the killing of Sagar Dhankar, has an army of such bouncers and was planning to take complete control of toll booths across Delhi, UP and Haryana. Jathedi in fact wanted Sushil Kumar's help in this. Several wrestlers turned bouncers or indulge in land grab to settle property disputes. Some join mafia gangs, become recovery agents for banks, or are used by political parties for muscle power.
So few persons, few wrestlers, few bodybuilders who sometime while doing their job involved in some criminal activities, then definitely they have to go to jail. And while they are in jail, they sometimes come across with the earlier gangsters or other criminals, and that's how the nexus between the criminals and wrestlers and bodybuilders starts.
The bouncer-gangster nexus is not new, and it thrives when wrestlers are unable to make it big in the sport.
लेकिन कोई पहलवान है जैसे आम जिंदगी में आम आदमी है, किसी भी क्षेत्र में चला जाता है, वो उनका साथ हो जाता है किसी वजह से गलत आदमियों के साथ, तो ये उसी तरह हमारे पहलवान भी कुछ हो जाते हैं, कुछ नहीं तो तकरीबन तो देश के लिए खेलते हैं, देश के लिए मेडल जीतने की कोशिश करते हैं.
On 24th February 2012, 8 bouncers were held for beating up the chief security officer of a pub in Nehru Place in Delhi. On 6 May 2018, a gym owner was killed at a bar in West Delhi's Punjabi Bagh area. He got into a fight with the DJ over repeated requests for his favorite song. The argument turned fatal. On 22nd July 2020, 3 bouncers were caught with a car that they had stolen after assaulting the driver. Delhi police sources say over 24 wrestlers have been booked for murder, attempt to murder, intimidation and assault in last 1 year. Most of these cases are either related to fights in bars or in the akharas. With Tanseem Haider and Munish Pandey, Bureau Report, India Today.
And we've got some breaking news coming in on the Sushil Kumar story. The Delhi High Court is likely to hear a petition that has been filed seeking the restriction on a so-called media trial of the Sushil Kumar case. This is going to come up for hearing on Friday. The petition in the Delhi High Court claims that a media trial is impacting Sushil Kumar's career, reputation and dignity. Of course, on India Today, we only report on what the police case is all about. We don't speculate on anything. The media trial may be happening elsewhere, but here on India Today, we bring you the latest details on a public figure who has been charged with murder. But a petition has now been filed in the Delhi High Court looking to gag the media from covering the Sushil Kumar case in the national capital. Now remember, it's been over a week, it's been a few days since Sushil Kumar was arrested. The Delhi police is saying that he's not cooperating under interrogation. But at this time, the latest that we can tell you is that there is an attempt being made to also gag the media with someone, a law student apparently, has filed a petition in the Delhi High Court and it has been admitted. It's going to be heard tomorrow. It's going to be heard tomorrow by the Delhi High Court. The plea is to restrict the media from covering the Sushil Kumar case. Now remember, there are several different angles that are currently being investigated by the police, which India Today is reporting. Other media are also reporting these angles. But this is a sinister attempt, perhaps, by someone to try and preempt journalism on one of the big crime stories of the decade. A two-time Olympic medal winner has been charged with murder, and someone is looking to gag the media from reporting it.